They ask me what I'm coaching, right? I said, bro, I'm coaching life.
What goes into you being able to be available for so many of these games this year?
Not tearing my ACL. Not tearing my meniscus.
Yo, he's crazy for saying that. That's mad
Big
funny.
why, bro?
But it's real.
It's a real answer to a question.
Yeah, that was the honest
I
answer.
didn't tear my meniscus and I didn't tear my ACL. That's why I'm here and we playing today.
Y'all know
Shout out
that's
to Kawhi.
he's straight to the point. Kawhi, yo. Like,
Yeah,
he's not
should-
playing it.
He don't play no games, but we back.
Oh yeah, episode 300 Coach Class
Don't
Pod.
just say it like that, bro.
Episode
Very
300
special
Coach Class
episode,
Pod.
bro.
You see all three of us are in the frame.
We made it to 300, fellas, man. It's a big accomplishment for us. You know, we've been going hard with this thing, bro.
And I hate to keep tooting our horn, but like, bro,
The growth,
I appreciate
the
y'all, dog.
elevation.
This is a constant, just running, bro, getting it done, dog.
And consistency and dedication and just actually enjoying it.
Yeah.
You know,
And like we always say, please keep hitting them comments.
Yes.
Hit
Yeah,
that
like-
like button. Subscribe. Make sure you hit the
Subscribe,
notification
man.
bell too, so you can get the notification for when we drop the clips, the episodes, or whatever we drop to it. You'll get that notification bell for that, John.
yeah.
So,
Once again, just make sure you like.
Yeah.
Of course, all the
Like
other
it.
stuff, but make sure you like it. Sometimes it be
It's
way
quick.
too many people watching the videos.
Yeah.
And not liking it. You know.
Yeah,
it's
just
you
like
know.
it regardless, because
Yeah.
it's helping get us into the atmosphere we trying to go to, man.
the algorithms. bro,
Don't
we
take
need
much
that.
to just go.
Yeah, man. But y'all, how was we took a little week off. Y'all get anything done in this little week we took off between the episodes? Anything y'all did special?
I did a lot of relaxing. I mean, I was doing a lot of
Yeah.
stuff, but because I didn't have to edit a whole joint,
Yeah.
I just got to relax a little bit. You know
Gotcha.
what I mean?
Gotcha.
Which is a blessing. Recharge right before the spring hit. So that was really a good thing. That was mainly it for me.
Nah, that's
Getting
good.
You know what I
anything?
mean?
I mean, work was work. You know, it was a good week though. I feel like I got the, like you said, with the additional free time, tap into a lot of things that we're gonna be working on in the future for like artistic purposes. Got to watch a lot of movies, animated type stuff, like everything. So I really enjoyed it, dog.
Tell
Like
nobody
just
about the new goatee that you have for like
Overton. Yeah, I'm going for my Overton now, man. I'm just letting y'all know. I was tired of the struggle beard. Rich beard made me
Fam,
upset the other week.
when you
yo.
put that on I told you what you gotta use.
Yeah,
The people
I've
to
been-
use, bro.
The crazy
They're
thing
gents.
is
Get
though
in there.
that you can see, I got a mean skincare routine, but it's just like, yo, I think because you gotta think in our family, some people can't, yo, like dad, yo.
Bro, think about it.
Your
Because
beard, you had an illustrious beard back in the day.
but you saw how if you ever look at the old videos, look at the
Yeah.
how it comes on.
Yeah.
I was sitting here just like this. My shit was looking crazy on this side, so it's helping out. But when you posted that joint on your Instagram story saying you was embracing your Overton, yo,
Man, funny.
my ribs was hurting, yo. I was like, already selling that.
Yo, you
like,
know
look
the
crazy.
yo,
son. That
that's
was
mad
hilarious.
funny. That's because I don't care.
You
I
look
hope
like
y'all
you
know that.
like no, but that's a good thing. You gotta embrace that.
Yeah.
bro. That
Nah,
feels
Mike's
good.
You gotta get the
Confidence.
tool belt next
Yeah.
year.
I already be fixing little stuff here and there, yo. I'm about to be the real Overton, yo. OT, yo. Start calling me that, yo.
No, but I didn't really get into too much either. I did make it out a little bit for CIAA weekend.
Okay.
So I made it out to one party for that, which was cool as hell. I ain't gonna hold you. It was down Baltimore Soundstage. It was a It was a '90s, early 2000s party. Now, some R&B, '90s, early
did see
2000
the,
R&B party is what it
so
was
what's
called.
That sounds so dope.
Man, the DJs was going in. I'm not gonna hold you.
It's so
They was
much.
smoking
Like,
it.
think about if we had a party like that. And we
Oh,
they
man.
like,
It's
yo,
too
just
easy,
curate a playlist.
And
It'll
then
be crazy.
it's funny because you called me, Dad. Well, I called you. I called Dad, and I talked about it with y'all. And the first thing that y'all thought about was like, was there any violence down there? And at least while we was down there, it was mad chill.
Cause it's R&B
The
festival.
R&B
Yeah,
event, bro. Like,
yeah,
you,
people
that's
gonna be
where I
chilling.
gotta
That's
go.
good
You can't go
vibrations.
to the real. Like,
Yeah.
you can't go to what was my man? I think his name is like 310 Baby or something like that. The one that made the little song that they like now.
Oh, too early for you.
I can't remember what the song is, but whatever. But the R&B joint, it just was way chills of a vibe. I seen a few people that I had known in there, and of course, I got to tag along with some good friends of mine. My goddaughter's parents, of course,
Okay,
some
tough.
of my good friends.
Shout out the homies, man.
Yeah,
you
my
already
lady,
know it's
my
big
lady
love
made
over
it
there.
out, and then a few of our friends on that side of the coin as well made it out. So it was a good time, and no issues, bro. That was the best thing. The only issue I did have, bro, if you go and play mint conditions, you send me swinging. you either have to start it at the part where they singing that, the you send me, I need to hear that part, or I need you to let it go all the way up to when they doing the build up to that part. Yo.
Yeah.
He cut it short, yo. Matt too early. I'm in there going in, and then they cut it short.
That's
You
crazy.
said, go bum, bum.
What I said,
Yo, you can't turn that
all
off.
music lovers, I got a question. What song would you say gave you the best vibe of the night? You
See,
feel me?
It's hard for me to pick because we was inebriated.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
definitely difficult to pick. You hear your joint and you just start wilding because it's like, oh, I ain't heard this in a minute. Or you never heard it in this type setting.
Yeah.
Some songs I didn't hear in this type setting because it wasn't the popular song.
Did they play that Mario Whining, Joe?
I'm pretty sure they did.
Somebody said they saw you.
I'm pretty sure they played that.
That beat is hard, yo. That beat don't even match
They
what
was
the
going
song
there.
was about, yo.
You know what song sounds really, really tough? Like at like a function, like and I wish I never.
Yeah.
What? That joint goes crazy, yo.
Nah, they was breaking
Crazy.
them
And
up.
everybody sings all the words. Anytime-
Yeah.
I've heard it like twice
Yeah.
in like a legit function. I was like, yeah. That song be. That's why it's like, yo, it'd be good to hear a lot
They
of them
had some
songs that
good
like
joints.
like functions for real.
Did they have a Darnell Jones segment,
Yeah,
yo?
they did.
That
Come on,
it's a
no.
3:15, girl. When it's
They didn't
gonna
have that.
be.
They didn't have
Shorty
that.
got
They
eyes
played
on
more of
me.
the. They tried to keep it more of the popular stuff. It was a big crowd in there. I didn't anticipate it getting that packed in
Like through the
there.
Jodeci on.
They had that kind of stuff.
you know
like
the
they, you know what I
Jodeci
mean?
was-
Like the Mary J's and
Yeah, I
all
was
that
about to say
kind
Mary,
of stuff.
yeah,
Like you hear the big names more than you hear like the B-side track from something like that.
What about Christopher Williams? Did they have any I'm take me, I'm dreaming.
I don't think they played that.
They play Night and
I
Day.
don't remember them playing that.
That's
say I'll be sure.
Yo, I'm kind of judging
Now,
the
again,
DJ
we came in
right
a
now.
little later, so you gotta remember like
You
they
hear
might
that?
have played it earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure
They did play that.
played
They
that.
played
Yeah, I'm
that
pretty sure that
for
was
sure.
crazy.
They played that.
They
for
had
sure.
to. It's almost like you have to play that.
Yeah.
Nah, but that was a good night.
It was crazy though. It was a lot of, from the sounds of it, was a lot of take that affiliates. I'm just leaving it at that.
Yeah, might want you.
There's a lot of those. There's a lot of jams coming out that was affiliated.
And somehow they all don't rock with those ties anymore.
Hey man, you know.
Nah,
Allegedly.
nah, but other
So
than that,
I-
we back with this.
Yeah, and I did my homework this week. I was about to fail y'all, man, but I did get to go tap into that American Fiction.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to make
sure,
sure we
sir.
all got to discuss it because actually I was gonna go to the theater Friday, ended up getting busy, and then Saturday that rain. I'm like, yo, and it was only like an 8 o'clock showing here. I'm like, yo. So I actually went on Amazon, and I guess the last day it's in the theater. They had it where I think it was like $14, and the regular movie ticket was $13.50. So I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
I have it now.
watch it in the crib.
I watched it. I definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I thought it was. It like you said, it did a good job of bringing every emotion out of you,
Yeah,
if you
man.
will.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Because
Because it was like satire. A lot of the stuff wasn't funny, but it still was like that's kind of funny. Like you know,
what's crazy is they definitely had scenes that are like,
yeah.
but they definitely had like, I've been to a lot of movies recently, and that movie I might have laughed probably the hardest at certain
Mad
parts.
funny, bro.
Like there was parts that I
Mad
legitimately
funny, bro.
was dying laughing in that
Mad
theater,
funny,
yo.
bro. And a lot of the stuff I appreciated it for was like a lot of that comedy is gonna go over people's heads. That's not like
It's a good one to see.
They're not
twice.
gonna get it. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
gonna be
It's kind of that
some
type of movie to go see twice, just to check out and maybe see the stuff you might have missed, because it is a
Yeah,
lot of
it is,
wit
yeah.
in that movie
Yeah.
and some Easter eggs, if you want to call them that. But I think what I enjoyed most about it was, like y'all said, just the range of emotions that you go throughout the movie, and then also not to spoil it or anything, but just how it ended.
Mm-hmm.
To me was perfect. To me, like as far as you just don't really know what happened, but it's the story
Yeah.
that he was writing, and then you get that guy trying to convince him that you got to write this crazy, wild
Yeah.
American Fiction joint at the end of it. Or like, also enjoyed really the dialogue between all of the characters. Everybody smoked it. From
Yeah.
Tracy Ellis Ross, who was in there kind of short, but she killed that role.
That
And-
joint caught me. Spoiler alert.
Nah,
bro, when she
That joint kind of caught me off guard. It caught me and my lady off guard. We was like, dang, we didn't.
killed her early.
Sheesh.
And I was like, damn.
But I was telling her, like, when she wasn't nominated for anything, I was like, while we're watching the movie in her parts, I'm like, man, she's smoking it just as good as Jeffrey. I was like, why she ain't? And then I was like, oh, that's why.
Yeah.
She wasn't in the
Small
movie as
part
long
in
as you
there.
thought she was going to be.
But
in.
it was a pivotal part because it
Yeah.
sets a lot of the foundational things for
Yeah,
him
that
to
was
start
sad,
thinking
bro.
about her brother to start thinking about.
Yeah.
It made him have to go back to his family.
Exactly.
I feel like when y'all say on the dialogue, the biggest piece of dialogue that stuck out to me, I really, really appreciated the scene when Jeffrey Wright and then like all the writers were debating about the book that he secretly wrote. And then Issa enjoyed it, and then they got into the debate. Like that debate was like, yeah, y'all was writing on this one, bro. Like you like that was real dialogue right there.
That was good. You could see Jeffrey reaching for different characters within the movie. Like he killed it as far as when he came up on the scene with Buddy when he met him at the restaurant and he was acting like he was early like a hood.
That
dude.
was mad funny, bro.
But did you see that movie that he played where he was like the OG? I think it was called the OG on
Yeah, I
HBO.
didn't see
I know
the
what
whole
you're talking
joint, but I
about.
know what you're talking
I
about.
know
He
what
looked
you're talking
just
about.
like that when
Yeah.
he was in that movie.
Nah,
It was perfect. He
that
reached
was-
back to that role
Bro,
for that
his
scene.
his
yo.
character for that book was so hilarious, bro.
Oh, man.
Like when he was on the phone, he be too proper. Yo,
What's funny was as soon as
Like,
he
who
ran
is
out,
this?
when he ran out because of the sirens, I was like, it's gonna get him the deal, yo.
Yeah.
He's a warrior, because I was like, he gonna be like, yo, he ran out.
He was
Because the
so
Warriors
legit.
is out there. That's exactly what he
running up-
said.
Yeah, check on Mom Dukes. That was sad too, though. Like the dementia dynamic.
Yeah, that's what it
like it
was.
was just real about life.
Yeah,
it was just a
exactly.
real life.
Then they were showing, of course, she had the son who came out as gay.
Yeah.
He wasn't accepted. Then he never told his pops.
And you know, at
all
that age range, like
Yeah.
it was probably
And
super
then
crazy
even
back
the story
then.
with the helper, with the lady who was working at the house.
Yeah.
It basically showed eventually she had to transition and get her own life. Like it was a lot going on in that movie. And then him, Jeffrey, finally getting into a relationship and having to navigate and not run away. It was that joint was that's another, like you said, you gotta watch that again.
This is really good, really good movie. I implore everybody to see it. I haven't heard anybody say it was bad.
It's the
that I
writing,
usually
man.
talk
It was
Like you
really
said,
good,
the
really good writing,
was
yeah.
so good. Yo. Like,
pivotal,
it's hard to get movies that's that well written, and also movies that focus mainly on the writing. Ever since the superhero stuff came out, it's like that was one of the biggest complaints. It's like we can't even make these movies. These movies used to be appreciated.
Yeah.
Because, you just sit down, you go to the theater, even to see a movie like people don't go to the theater. Now it's kind of starting to bubble back because Marvel was getting out of MCU was getting out of pocket with the
getting bad.
trash.
Yeah.
So people was like, we want to watch good movies, man. Like,
Yeah.
even whether if it's Oppenheimer had a little more blockbuster feel, but still, like,
Yeah, it was right.
For it to make $1 billion, biopics don't make $1 billion.
Yeah.
Yo. Explosions are not, yo. Like, so, like, people like, yo, we just want to see well written, well directed joints. And like things go in a cycle for real.
Yeah.
But like I was happy that movie was good. It wasn't making as much money. That was one of the movies I was talking about how they said wasn't making like black films that was good that wasn't making as much money because people haven't been going to the theater.
Yeah.
Part of it I feel like directors gotta. A lot of the great directors, and I don't want to blame the guy who's directed, but like you used to know them, you used to see their face. I didn't know. I had to look him up.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never seen this dude. It's a part of it is selling. One of the things I remember Spike Lee talking about. I used to just watch interviews. And I still watch one from time to time, but like his older joint, somebody asked him because he was like on his like third or fourth interview within like a week and a half or something like a week or something like that. He had to fly around. They was like, "Do you not like this process or something like that?" He was like, "Nah, man. I mean," he said it can be a little like challenging, but he said it's a part of the process of selling the movie. It's not just making the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like the controversial stuff he used to do. Some of it is from the heart, but some of it he understood like this is going to draw eyeballs. Like Scorsese. You just say the name Scorsese. You know Spike.
Yeah.
You know Quentin Tarantino. Like you gotta be a part of selling the movie.
I swear. I mean, see, it seemed like that movie just came out. There was no promo. I didn't see anything
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
The reason it started to
definitely
make
gotta
money
do a
on the
press
back
run.
end was,
especially
like,
with the star
Instagram.
power they
I
had.
saw it
in
on
there. They could have
Instagram.
really had that big.
A few months
that's
back. That's how I
kinda-
saw it. I was like, I didn't even know this.
But it could have
wasn't
been so big.
And you should be. It's no excuse now. Also because on Instagram you should be able to, even if they not put, you gotta be pushing as
push
well.
it.
Like
Pay the money, bro. Push that
Yeah.
joint. You gotta push it out to your
Like
audience.
even if you can't pay the actors to push, well, we understand they do their job as a director. Yo, I gotta do this. Maybe I ask for extra favor from them. Maybe build a relationship and we push this joint. The reason it started making some more money after is because, and you can't count on this because especially black directors and actors don't always get nominated even if they are deserving.
Yeah.
But it's like the Hollywood push, like since they were nominated for awards, award shows keep pushing it and pushing it, and then they re-put it back in the theater. Like they kept.
That was the best.
That's the only reason it started making some more money. If it wasn't for that movie would have like
yeah.
flopped bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I think
That's
Book
really
of,
good. That's sick.
The Book of Clarence.
Book of Clarence. I think that movie didn't do well.
Yeah, it didn't.
It didn't get nominated for anything, so it just
And that was,
plateaued out.
I think that one was because of its controversialness, if you want to say that, because
Possibly.
people, you know, what I mean, they don't want to hear that. They do. Those people do not want to hear about that little, you know. I thought it was so good. You know?
Yeah.
The Book of Clarence was mad good to me, man. I think that's what it's called, isn't it called the Book of Clarence?
I believe so. Yeah.
Something like that, something Clarence. But nah, that American Fiction, excellent, bro.
Yes. Two thumbs up. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 thumbs up for sure. Who was your favorite character before we get off of it?
I don't even know. I probably would say the security guard. That married.
Maynard?
Oh yeah,
that
yeah,
married.
Yeah, he was
Because he pressed
solid.
down real classy.
He been looking. You see him looking from this. He was scoping
Yeah, he
the
was like,
scene, bro.
Whenever
He
the
been-
old head put both hands on the hips.
He been
was like,
scoping
yeah,
for
yeah,
years,
yeah.
probably.
Yeah,
you know,
he
thinking
been.
about it.
Nah,
See
that
you
was
in a
hard.
while.
That was
That'd
hard.
probably be my favorite character. I think I see.
He was
that.
just so solid. Yo.
or his manager. I really liked his manager for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Oh, his manager was though.
Yeah, the book guy. But how about y'all? If y'all had to pick one
It might.
or two, because I'd pick two technically.
It might be Tracy, man. She
Yeah,
was for a
I
short
see,
period
that
of
was
time.
good. Yeah,
but I like the brother sister
they had a good
dynamic.
dynamic. Yeah.
I really liked it.
So who was
I also
oldest?
I also like Jeffrey Wright in his character though for the book. That was mad funny, bro.
Jeffrey
Like,
was the oldest one, right? Wasn't he the oldest?
yes,
So, 'cause
he
he
was.
said he was the
yeah, he
first
was the oldest.
boy. That's why he said that's why he liked him.
Tracy Ellis Ross was
Yeah.
the middle, and then the other one, the last guy was.
I was
his
just trying to
baby
get the
brother.
dynamic just to see, because she kind of left him with. She was left with all of the
Yeah,
responsibilities.
yeah.
And then that guilt from that situation, though, you feel me? Like that's why he came back. He stood tall too, for real, because like that would have folded a lot of people. Like, because I would have felt the guilt. Like, dang, my sister got divorced and she had to take on all this. That's probably why she had a heart attack.
He was trying to
yo.
finesse himself out of the responsibilities
Yeah,
a
that's
few
right.
times.
Damn, he was looking at his brother.
He's like,
he
no,
was trying
you
to
have
get it to the brothers.
But his brother wasn't. His brother technically was able to make the finances, but he wasn't. He was dealing with so much stuff.
Yeah.
yo.
all of them had.
And
some
also
because
because he was a writer. Like he made money when he made money, but he didn't when he didn't. So it's like, yeah.
and he wasn't at that point. He hadn't
Yeah.
really written anything. He was trying to get stuff written, and then he just threw that one out there.
Issa always smokes those type of.
Yeah, Issa killed that, bro.
Her book reading, yo, the book reading was insane.
Yo, that's more satire though. That's hilarious, bro. Because like she would never write nothing like that, which is
book's
The
hilarious.
ovation she got in that joint,
Which is
yo.
hilarious.
Then she was reading. What is it called? White Negroes. That's
Yo,
a real
White
book, yo.
Negroes is hilarious, bro.
Wow, dog.
White
That's what they was
Negroes
having the
is crazy.
conversation about his book. Well, her book at the. I mean, towards the end and stuff. But I like the end. Just to touch back before we completely leave, because basically, it was explaining like he basically gave you all the possible endings. It was up to you to choose which ending you wanted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what
That was
I love.
kind of dope, yo.
I love
The
it.
FBI coming there and clapping.
Clapping
smoking
him.
us.
I knew the white.
The funniest part was when the white guy was like,
knew he was gonna
they
love it.
smoked him.
Yeah.
I knew he was gonna love it.
But that's what he was asking him to do the
That's what
whole
he was-
time. He
without
just
trying to be
couldn't say it. Yeah. He couldn't say it. He was like, I don't know. You should just add a little bit more to this. You know?
Sounds like a fairy tale. If y'all,
That's mad funny,
Black
bro.
people can't be happy at the end of a movie. He went out like Scarface, yo.
Honestly, yeah.
Hit him up like 15 times.
Like I
He
said,
did him like Denzel off Training Day, bro.
stood my man up on the podium with the bullets. That's crazy. God, dog.
That's mad funny. He got excited about that, bro.
Yo, that movie was incredible, man.
More great writing,
From
bro.
start to finish, bro. Even the first scene when they in there with the, yo, you got the N word on the board, and they going crazy over it with
And
the
then you got-
dialogue,
you got
and then
the-
you look and see who was getting mad about it. It's like,
And
come
then
on,
when he
fam.
cooked the student was hilarious,
What are you
bro.
doing?
Because
yo?
they call it.
She was like, I feel uncomfortable. He was like, I think you'll be okay.
Yeah,
I
man.
think you'll be fine.
the super. Now they took the word and flipped it to something else, but that would be considered the super woke person now.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
So they was playing on that like the white liberal that's always
Yeah.
they're more offended than the black person.
Yeah, how did
somehow.
you get so much offense from this, bro? I'm teaching this right now.
He said,
Nah, that movie is funny, yo.
I got over it.
Yeah.
I think you can.
Yeah, exactly.
Hysterical, bro. And then
She stormed out though.
They was talking about his past and everything after he got out of that class and was getting the complaints. And
Yeah,
then
did
he
he-
said
did
about
he-
the one student, he was like, "I'm pretty sure you." I can't say this.
That's
one 'cause
crazy.
This was crazy.
That was crazy. I was
like,
surprised they
God
even said that in the
damn.
movie. I was like, that might be why it wasn't big like that. No, I was like,
Ooh, man. Great movie, man.
I think I might
Excellent.
actually get that the 4K Blu-ray or whatever. when
Should.
it comes
I think
out.
I'm gonna watch it again for sure.
okay.
For sure. Man.
Well, the Prime had it for $14 if you don't care about having a physical copy. I know what you want to direct the eye. You feel me? But you want to see it on a different lens. But yeah,
Yo, if we're sticking in this movie vein, I might as well talk a little bit about the movie Rust and the trial that's going on right now.
nah, I don't know what that's about.
The Alec Baldwin trial,
Oh yeah.
the shooting trial.
Oh no, I didn't know
It
that.
started. Not Alec's portion of it. Alex is slated to start sometime in early July, I think. His actual trial for it. It's right now the armorer, so the woman who handled the weapons.
Okay.
It's been going on about
I
7
felt
to 8
like
days now.
I said that when that first happened. Like, bro,
Yeah, it's on
There's
her.
too many people on the set to not.
It's
check
it's
those
definitely
kind of
on her
things.
and him. Like you can't just be negligently.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be
Alec.
picking
They
that,
said
yeah.
Alec was kind of wilding on the set a little bit. Just he was the producer though. I think he was either the executive producer or some. He has some kind of executive producing credit in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So what the state is trying to say is essentially that they were negligent in hiring this armorer who had really no experience to be a lead armorer
man.
in a joint. Because she had real bullets on the set.
They had the janky.
Why are
armor.
there real
Yeah,
bullets here?
And you're
That's
not
why-
security, like, bro.
And
come
you're
on,
not
dog.
gonna really be checked. Like they said, like they brought up some experts. You know, they got to bring the experts in. They brought up an armorer expert or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, we basically are supposed to hand them the gun before the scene, make sure it's cleared and everything, so they can go with the scene. As soon as the scene is shot, done, whatever, they shoot that gun. I'm taking that gun back from him. They said my man Alec was just walking around
Reeling
set
it?
with the thing, bro. He had the tone piece on him.
But still-
what are you doing? It's a loaded weapon
Yeah,
on
He was like,
set.
he was like Mike Epps. He was like, he was like,
Yo, yeah, he was out there just with
Yo,
the
that's
yeah, I
mad funny
mean,
with the
what are you
pistol
doing?
wilding.
Yo,
He was like in a rap video. He was like John Morant out there, yo.
Allegedly,
John
man.
the set.
I can't wait till his trial come up in July. That
Ja
one is going
of
to
the
be good,
set.
bro. Because
that's
she
2
has
weeks in a row with John. He's not even playing. Yo.
My fault, John.
Episodes, 2 episodes.
My fault, John.
Bro.
It's just funny. You put it on yourself, bro.
You had to. You always gonna get the gun jokes for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
It's
for
not
the rest
gonna-
of, you're gonna play in the league 20 years, clean career, and then
Always.
everybody's still gonna bring that up.
subtle jab to him. But nah, man, that trial's going crazy right now, and it's still going on. I think they have closing arguments scheduled either for next week, Monday or Tuesday or something like that. So this trial gonna be coming to an end soon,
gotta
and we're
keep
gonna
us
get a
up to
deal.
date, bruh.
I'm gonna let y'all know what the sentence looking like because she didn't take the stand. And you remember I had called you earlier in the week. I was watching that other YouTube
Yeah.
video with that. Now the kid definitely deserved to go to prison for what he did, setting up the homie for a robbery. It was essentially what he did.
Yeah.
But he actually, you remember when I was talking about this day of as far as don't talk to them people either without a lawyer. This was truthfully, now I realize just don't talk
Never talk to them
at all.
until
Yeah.
you get
'Cause
at
this
least until
guy-
you get a lawyer to advise you or something.
This trial, this interrogation, bro, was an hour and 45 minutes with his lawyer in the room. I never seen a lawyer do so bad, yo. Like,
right.
why is he
Come
not
on, yo.
stopping this?
An hour and 45
this
minutes
is
is
bad.
way too long for any
He's putting
conversation.
himself at the scene. He's doing all they prying with questions.
Yeah.
It was almost like the lawyer was enjoying watching the interrogation.
He was watching them work.
He deserved to go to
So,
prison.
who's worse, his lawyer or Max B's lawyer?
See, that's a good one. I don't know. I think it might be him because of just how he was. This was in the interrogate. I'm talking about filmed. He's in the corner with his notebook, taking notes and everything,
Yeah,
and they questioning his client.
Points and all that.
I'm
He
I'm
was learning on
stopping
the
this.
job.
Yeah.
He was learning on
Stop
the job.
this, bro. Like, they cooking you right now.
this
You're
ain't- this
going
ain't the time to
down.
be telling all that.
He got life. I mean,
Dang, yo.
you had your lawyer in the room and you got life.
Dang, yo.
God damn. Oh man, yo, like no, that was one of the worst defenses. His name was Cameron McIntyre, yo. If y'all get a chance, look that up, yo. It's fascinating to watch. I think the lawyer only interrupts like twice throughout the whole hour and 45-minute session of questioning. They leave him in there with his lawyer for a minute,
That's hilarious. Though.
and they don't do anything to help him. It's crazy.
He said, "You want another cheeseburger?"
Yeah, he must have got that check already. He was like,
Yeah, he didn't
doesn't
care.
matter if I win or lose.
He didn't care. He knew his client was
y'all
guilty.
gotta pay me before I come out.
That's really what it was. He knew his
Guilty as
client was
charged.
guilty.
Yo, was that
Yeah.
bad?
Yeah, it was bad. It was pretty bad. He knew he was going down
Like,
either way, but
they gave me the results. They're gonna give you life.
make it more difficult than that.
Possibility of parole.
God,
25
we-
years.
Jeez.
And then what else?
nasty, yo.
What else?
Nah,
in
it
the
is.
realm
I'd be so sad.
in the realm of like the kind of crime stuff. This isn't really crime, but you seen G Perico? That video I sent you. of
Yeah,
G
I did
Perico
see
getting
that.
his
That
house
kind of
ran
upset
down
me,
on?
actually.
Y'all gotta chill out. So G Perico was home chilling with his family. Clearly, a drunk woman comes up to his home and starts alleging him of selling drugs. And all he keeps saying on the video is, "Have a nice day, ma'am." Can you have a nice day,
It's because of
ma'am?
the way he looked, like, bro. And she don't even
He
know
was-
he's like an established rapper.
He
with
was
multiple
well within his
businesses.
right to do
Yeah.
a lot more than what he was doing.
But in that case, he knows he would definitely
Exactly.
not be the victim. If
But
he
the
turns
biggest
up.
thing was from the video is if you look at the end of it, she kind of stumbles off his porch, falls down on her knees because she was clearly drunk or off something. I don't know what she was actually.
Allegedly.
Might have been the fentanyl.
Allegedly, yeah.
But
But it's
fall-
LA, so
They're face plants. It was good to see G Perico didn't do anything rash. I would have felt more inclined to, or at least something gonna have to happen because she can't just be walking up to my house like this.
Did she go up to it in it?
She was at the door,
that
rung
reminds
my
me of a
doorbell.
scene
She's talking
from
to him face to
American
face at his
Fiction.
door.
Y'all remember the scene when they was pouring out the ashes, and then the guy came jogging by like, "Do you
How
have a
did I
permit?"
forget
Yes.
about that?
Hilarious,
He's like,
Out of here.
hilarious. Yo.
They was wilding him the whole time.
Yo, his brother went off on him. He was like, "If you don't get the fuck."
What had me
Nah, he
dying
was ready to beat him up, bro. Like, yeah.
Jeffrey started getting out of here, man.
Yeah.
I forgot about that scene, man. It,
It
was
just
so
made me
many
think
of
Like,
that
those
yo, leave
joints.
them alone.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Clearly,
bro?
they're grieving right
You
now.
be in the
That was
zone
ashes.
That's
police
clearly
now?
an urn with ashes.
Wait, you said, did you
bro.
have a permit to do that?
Yes.
Like that? Yo, come on.
The
yo,
zone
stop,
police
yo.
is crazy. Yo, don't ever ask me
You see
if
them
I
in
have a
funeral
permit.
attire, yo.
yeah.
You lucky that's all that happened.
You
Yeah,
lucky.
they-
Come on,
My
yo.
sister?
Don't get
Man.
grieving blacks.
Nah, the
don't
way
do
they
that,
cussed
yo.
them out, and it was real. It felt like they went from a bougie family to real
Immediate.
fast.
Yeah.
Yo.
Immediate.
Oh man, yo.
They had to check them, yo. That was mad funny. You have a permit for that?
It's
Yo,
always gotta be in your
the
business.
permit police
Always.
is
Why
mad
you gotta be in
funny.
your
Always.
business, yo.
Got to.
Oh, permit police are hilarious, bro.
You know how they get down.
You know he was watching from the window too, the
Facts.
whole funeral.
and then decided to jog
decided, I'ma
by.
Just randomly has to walk that
No, he
dog or
waited. He
something
wanted to make
immediately.
sure he was recording too. He was gonna make sure they was started pouring it in the water
Exactly.
first. And then he wanted to approach them like, "It's sick, yo. Like, leave us alone, yo.
Loser, man.
Hands and feet
That's
put on you.
hilarious, bro.
You lucky he didn't, man.
Yeah. And I wanted to say, I definitely came up this week on you see the attire. I don't normally have a jersey on, but I found it for $19 on eBay. A used joint Ben Gordon jersey, yo.
Reebok one.
Yeah, the Reebok joint.
That
So
shit
you know
is
how far back in the day that was. That was when AI had Reebok on lock. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like things were real back then, yo.
He got him back popping a little bit, or he trying to. Isn't he some kind
They
of
doing
like
a
head
little
of
bit
something?
I think him and Shaq like a president and vice president or something like that. I
Of
think.
Reebok.
And then,
Oh yeah, and they built a statue of Allen Iverson.
And then Angel Reese is like the first woman like signed or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, she's Reebok, right? I'm
That's
not sure
hard.
quick, but I believe
That's
so.
hard.
Which is tough.
That's hard.
Tough.
That's hard. Yo, you seen Caitlyn still been cooking, yo?
Yeah, Caitlyn is a monster.
She's gonna be a menace in the WNBA. Like, if she can stay at this level, she might be
Yeah, she Reebok.
Reebok for sure.
Sure.
Gotcha.
she might be able to be like the GOAT at
Yo,
that
she like
basketball
She's
stuff.
really
yo.
like Steph Curry, yo.
She's been doing this though.
Yeah.
You've been seeing it more this year.
But last year was
was-
when I
of course
first got put on
stepping it up
because
this
y'all
year.
let me watch the
But
game.
she's
Last
been
year.
averaging like 20. I don't think she averaged anything less than 25 or 26
goes-
her
she's
entire
a
career.
bucket.
She
bro.
goes in.
Yeah.
She just scored most points, I think.
She's a bucket,
WNBA
bro.
history. Don't she got
Yeah.
the record for that?
College,
now?
yeah.
College
Yeah, I
basketball
think
history.
single season and all time.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
She's a bucket, bro.
yeah.
Come on, bro.
Other shorty that we're gonna be watching out for at USC.
Yes. She gonna break that record.
It's gonna be close. She got to finish this year off strong because Caitlyn was dropping buckets since freshman
Isn't she?
year.
Yeah, that's true.
So she's
So
got
they
to
both-
keep
they-
it.
I mean,
You can't have it
freshman
down
path,
yet.
you
It's
right.
gonna be hard. That Caitlyn record is gonna. You got to be like that every year. Yo.
She
goes
and
in.
don't leave a year
I
early.
know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
so you're
yeah.
going in.
What's y'all boy from Kentucky too? I saw he was shaking and baking.
My man Rob Dillingham.
Yeah, Rob Dillingham.
Rob
bro.
with the shifts.
I be seeing the clips. I haven't been really up on my college ball, but
This
he look
kid
like he's
is
gonna
ridiculous.
be a menace. Yeah.
Is he coming off the bench?
My bad, Juju. That's her name. I want to make sure.
Yeah, Juju Watkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's coming off the bench.
Watkins.
Their best players are coming off the bench.
Crazy.
But you gotta think,
Their center-
Kentucky always kind of been like that
they
because they
usually
get
do.
everybody
They
that's
usually
nice.
have like everybody.
What Kyler Pryor tried to do is he tried to put his best
the
defensive
older
players
guys.
in there
Oh, okay.
to start the game.
Yeah,
and then
most
he just
people
started
that go to
throwing-
Kentucky are one and dones, bro.
What's crazy is Rob had like his first half wasn't like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
I
It got
still-
to like the last like 8 minutes of the game. I'm talking about diming people up, crossing people, and ones left. Dipsy dudes, yo, he's wild, nice,
His
yo.
ability is
and
crazy.
the point guard, I think his name is Reed. He went crazy. I watched the last game when he had like 30 something. He's old. He's going to the
I gotta
NBA
watch
too.
one, man. I
Like,
gotta watch one.
they're
Is that
best-
the one that hit the game winner just recently?
Yes,
Yes. I've
he's
seen
mad
that. Gotcha.
nice, yo.
Gotcha.
Like he's going to the league too. I remember they were showing some stuff from high school coming in. I was like, he nice, but he's from Kentucky, so you never. Even though he moved and did stuff, but like I've been watching him. That kid is nice, and he's getting better as the year. They got literally an NBA backcourt, yo, on the bench.
That's hard.
And then Dewan Wagner's son, DJ Wagner, is starting.
Know who I want?
His offense just isn't as consistent, but he's a good defensive player. Like they got like 6 deuces going to the NBA.
That's hard. Know who I want the Bulls to look at? The dude that I said is the poor man's Joker.
What you talking about?
The heavy set. He on what
Indiana
school is
State.
he on? Indiana, bro.
Same school that
The one I sent y'all.
Larry
He
Bird
had
went to.
35 the other day.
Oh,
yo.
yeah.
Cooking.
I can't give him the
I can
nickname.
see him on the
Nickname
Bulls.
Wow, but
Nickname is a little crazy, yo.
And his ability to hoop is crazy.
Oh, that was a crazy nickname, but I want him on the Bulls, bro. What's his name, yo? We gotta look him up real quick because
Nah,
I
he
want
is
him
a
on the Bulls,
monster,
yo.
son.
I want him
seen
on the
the
Bulls.
Joker.
Chicago, I'm
Compare
calling
shape.
y'all out, yo. I got a Ben Gordon jersey on. Y'all better make a move when all these random nice dudes come out, yo.
Nah, he's yeah, yo. If he just get in better shape, like,
Bro.
All he gotta do is do the.
But you remember how Joker used to
yeah,
look?
the
Joker used to look
lean out.
husky too.
Joker lost some weight that one year
Yeah.
going into the bubble. Once he
Yeah,
went into
that's
the
what it
bubble,
was.
bro.
yeah,
And he went crazy on him after
I'm
that.
trying to
bro.
find
But
his
I
name.
think Larry Bird went to the school. Yo, he clearly is just following the legacy of that.
Robbie Avila.
Robbie Avila, we need you on Chicago.
Oh, this is how I be knowing about these dudes. I told y'all you got to draft like the created rosters on 2K. Like at each draft class, just don't take a random one. Draft the class
created
that's
class.
actually coming up because I think it'd be EA people doing it. They don't put their name to it. That's why at Fight Night, when Fight Night was out, it was like, how is Floyd Mayweather and a certain fight is out as soon as the game comes out to be downloaded from created people immediately, and they play and fight look just like them. But anyway, he's all right, yo. Like after like year 3 or 5, yo, 2K, yo.
Mike won him.
So I'm
yo.
like a year
I want him,
2029.
dog, on the Bulls, bro. We gotta take it back. How we used to draft back in the day. We didn't win much, but we used to go to the playoffs, dog. I remember battling with the Wizards. Like when I saw this jersey, it brought it back, bro. I used to hate the Wizards, dog.
Bro, the Wizards.
I used to hate the Cavs.
Have you been watching their record? The Wizards really do stink.
Yeah,
bro.
I can't talk. The Bulls lost to Detroit the other night, yo.
That's valid.
It was bad, yo.
That's valid, man. You gotta chill when that happens.
Like,
but they're both at the bottom. They both don't have double-digit wins right now. They have
It's crazy
9
outside,
wins.
yo. It's crazy outside to be that bad, bro.
You know what else is? I've been on a little bit. I've been following up because I didn't do anything as far as bringing the suit because they did come out with the game. But Undisputed has been releasing story mode videos, bro, to show you what their story mode looks
Stop
like.
it, yo. Cheeks?
The gameplay is trash, but I will say this: the one guy created a player who's a woman boxer. He named her Pamela Minkins, and that's probably one of the funniest
That's
things as far
hilarious,
as
yeah.
that because
Pamela
he
Minkins.
really do be getting it in as far as the jazz, but the gameplay still. How does the
Stinks.
gameplay
Stinks.
still look like this, yo?
Stinks.
I don't get it.
Stinks.
Oh, nah,
I'm
man.
telling you that documentary gonna be
Yeah, they got us, bro.
exposing Undisputed.
They
Yeah,
got
bro.
us,
Y'all been
man.
putting that out for like 5 years.
They got
now.
influencers
6
and
years
everything now. These are the influencers who are putting out these gameplay videos.
Big Ponzi.
Yo,
Nasty
Ponzi.
word.
The
Nasty
S6
word.
Rev, yo.
Yes.
And whatever other Rev they get off of the what's the
It
name?
looks so bad, man.
Yeah. And I wanted to bring this up before we get into, because obviously we all love the music, but like last week we didn't get to have an episode. So I had to give a big shout out to my boy out of Philadelphia, Core, Kur. He dropped that his album THURL last week, and oh my goodness, Zay, like
Yeah, THURL, right?
THURL, yeah. And now they got an update on Instagram where you could do the THURL camera, and it'll tell you if you thorough or not. You feel me?
That's
it's like, yo,
hysterical.
No, did you hear the clip
great
though?
marketing,
It sounded
yeah.
like one of his mans or like an OG or something like that was telling him like, yeah, that's thorough. When you go out there and stand tall on 10 toes, that's thorough. I'm like, yo, and it was an ultra Philly dude. Yo, I'm like, yo, this is hard, bro. Like that album right now.
It's good.
It's one of them
That's
ones,
a good
yo.
one, man.
Like,
I'm happy you told me about it. I was in my workout phase too this past week, trying to get a little bit more ramped up on the cardio side of it. So
Yeah.
that's a good one to have.
Come Overnight, the second song on there, might be in my top list at the end of the year already. Like he was going crazy, bro. Like, why are you rapping like this, bro? Like, you know how people used to rap with an intent, bro. Like, yo, I'm upset right now, yo. Or, I gotta get this off my chest. Like, that's what the whole project is like. What's the one joint, Rich?
Oh, let me pull up the album.
It's another joint.
The other one before.
Cause everything is hard. Lil Bro.
Damn, I don't got it.
That get out your feelings, little bro. Just get out your feelings.
Yeah, little bro.
Just get out your feelings, little bro. And then he started snapping on the beat, like, you know, like how the old Philly rappers used to be like, yo, I'm honestly leaving no pockets for the beat. I'm just trying to attack
Straight attack.
at all.
Got Meek on the
Bars.
joint. Got Meek Mill on the song.
Yeah, they got Meek on a song on there.
I had to just say it because his name is.
I knew, but I honestly don't care about like whatever.
I think he had an album come out.
He did. He had an EP.
What?
He dropped the EP.
Oh, I know, but I'm like, what, not,
I think the EP is called Heathenism too. If I'm
something.
No,
like,
no disrespect. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. No disrespect, but I've never been like that big of a Meek guy, yo. Like, it was never a Meek. You think about it.
No, I remember.
When have I ever?
know
I've
you
never been a
Never
big
been
Meek guy.
I like Meek.
Two of the Dream Chasers was really good. He had another album. Was it Dreams and Nightmares? That
Yo.
was really
Yeah, that was good.
Champions was really good.
Funny
Champions
story.
Champions was really good.
He's got joints.
He got joints.
Now the Meek conversation brought me back to a hilarious memory from childhood, yo.
Oh, man.
So you remember when we first graduated high school?
Yeah.
And you bought me my first microphone and I was rapping.
Oh yeah.
I won't divulge their name, but this was around like 2011-ish, somewhere in that range, 2010-ish, because I was super duper young back then. And I remember one of my homeboys, and he was like, yo, he about to get on, yo. He did that rose red in my Prada's blue,
Yeah.
And I think he thought Meek wasn't gonna blow up at that time, and then like a
He
month
stole
later,
his
we like,
bars?
yo, he stole the whole verse.
He stole his
You know who you are.
bars.
I won't say your name because I didn't consult with you, but I told you that was crazy back then, yo.
What's crazy is there was a lot of people trying to take.
Yo, he
Artist
stole
bars
just
that
stole the
wasn't-
whole.
That's true
I
because we
guess
didn't have the internet. to,
And
like,
you got
really
to think,
wasn't
and
like
you got to
like
think
that,
at that point, Meek was like underground Philly. Like, it's no way you heard about this unless you got a cousin from up there or you just a Dat
Or you
Piff warrior
into
like
that.
me.
Yeah,
like
you
how I
into
used to
that
be
style
Dat
of
Piff.
music.
Anything that was like, oh yeah, I'm about to start looking. Like, you feel me? That's how you found a lot of stuff
There's
back
a lot
then.
of
but-
people.
No, he definitely bit the
bars,
whole
yo.
bar, bro. I
God
remember.
damn it, man.
Rose red in my Prada's blue. I was like, yo, he's going crazy right now. I thought yo was the one. He wasn't the one, yo.
That's the name of the
thought
episode.
he had
He
to
wasn't
go,
the
yo.
one.
No, you know how, because back then we was on our simple, like everybody either tried to rap like how Wayne sound, or it was just like super basic punchlines.
Man,
That's funny.
He came out with some, we was like, yo. I remember being in the stew like, bro, you going crazy right now. Not knowing he just reciting somebody else's song.
Oh man, you just memorized the bars. Disgusting.
This is a true story. It's hilarious because I know people that was around at that time, and I won't divulge their names either because I don't know where they are, what they doing in life, but everybody remembers that. That's not a cat story, bro. Somebody rapped the Meek verse in my mom's basement and claimed it as their own.
Yeah, man. And then if we're still gonna stick in that music vein, we gotta talk about the homie ScHoolboy Q and
Yeah.
the dropping of the Blue Lips.
Yeah. Blue Lips.
Let's talk about this, fellas, man. How was y'all feeling about the album? Any
whoever-
thoughts early?
fire, man.
Yeah, no,
Come
I
on,
liked
man.
it. I liked it. I
That
liked
was
it.
hard.
You had some thoughts though.
So
yesterday.
with me, like, cause y'all know I'm a Vince Staples stan. I felt like that was like one of those things that would have went really well with that project, just because the beat selection and just how everything sounds sonically. Like, if you listen to Ramona Park Broke My Heart or Vince Staples by Vince Staples, it's like that same bag. Like, you don't know what you're gonna get out of the beat, but he can rap with him, yo.
Mike, I'm gonna keep it real, man. I want to give respect to him without bringing up another artist.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I think the biggest thing with him is
No, he was
you gotta
asking me
be-
what my.
No, I know what he's saying.
You
but
gotta
like,
be, because I get that there, but it's regional too. So that
you're right.
certain sounds are going to sound the same because of where they're at, and they're in LA.
Alleged affiliation.
Yeah, and no disrespect.
Like that.
And no disrespect. I actually did rock with the project because that was crazy to start it off like
Yeah,
that.
so I think the biggest thing, the takeaway for me was I saw that he's actually having fun with this again.
That's what I thought.
That's what I was thinking this whole time I was listening.
Even
to
when he
it.
was the pain tracks. Like,
Yeah,
it was just.
It's not
therapy
for me
kinda.
to hear like the most lyrical miracle thing or to hear like the greatest. Even though these beats were slapping.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the switches in between the beats, all of the stuff he was doing with it, the random things he would do with the songs. He's even said, ScHoolboy Q has said this, I've seen him do it in interviews with like a few of the West Coast guys have podcasts over there. He sits down with them sometimes. And he's talked about it. He's not a rap. I'm not a
To be
rapper.
honest,
bro. Like,
though,
I just
as
happen
a-
to
as
know
a
these
rapper-
guys, and I'm good at this a little bit, so I just make music. And he really likes the artistic side of it. I
Yeah,
think.
To be honest though, I feel like he was lyrical
And he-
like that.
I think
Like,
he
he
tried
was
to
going
do-
crazy, yo. Yeah,
he
was
has
going
the
crazy.
ability to do it.
I think he
clearly.
be trying to downplay his bars because I
Yeah,
just
he
think
was
he
lyrical.
I think it makes it
easier.
easier for him too to
he was-
make what
but
he
with
wants.
his tracks,
what's
man,
that?
he
What's
was
that?
spitting,
Blue
yo.
slides or whatever. Like some of
Yeah,
that stuff he was
hard.
saying was crazy,
It
bro.
was
Like, I'm
crazy.
like,
Like, he was
he's
spitting.
getting out of pocket
so-
right now.
I think I had like if I had to pick like a standout for me right now, it's definitely either between Thank God for Me or the Cooties joint. And that's
Cooties is
just
hard.
Cooties for me is you don't know what you're gonna get out of this. At one point, he just starts spazzing out on the track, just calling them all sorts of names, whoever he was talking about.
Yeah.
But then when he do the 99 joints in the driveway,
Oh yeah.
come on,
yeah.
yo. You know I like chants like that. My lady was mad at me for like 2 hours yesterday because I kept saying that. 99 in the driveway.
Yeah, he was
That's
on his
my
gigs.
type
He
joint,
was on his
yo.
gangster gigs.
Yeah,
They
yo.
be real melodic. They be harmonizing,
Ohio.
bro.
And then
Ohio.
It rolled
Yeah.
right into Ohio.
Crazy.
The
Yeah.
beat switch up. It charged you up.
It's like 3 different switches in
Yeah,
that
yeah,
joint,
yeah.
isn't it? Like it's crazy.
I like
love
Pig
that.
Feet. I like Pig Feet
Pig
because
Feet
I
was
feel like that
tough.
was just like, yo, we just hitting you over the head with a tough beat, and we
Feet
about to
is
just go
tough.
back to just going crazy, like because.
I remember he was. I think the last album before this, I think he was talking about how he kind of.
That was Crash Talk, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, right? Yeah, he was kind of talking about how I think if I'm mistaken, how he said it was a little. He was going a little commercial with it, and he didn't. It wasn't his favorite project, even though there's songs on it everybody rock with heavy.
Right.
But this album felt more black hippie again in a lot of ways. Like that's why I think it just felt good. He
enjoyed
felt
that.
comfortable.
Yeah.
He felt like it was a lot of risk and things that he took.
For sure.
It felt a little old school, but with some new school stuff. I'm be honest, it sounded like it was. Let's be honest. It sounded like Ye inspired him.
Yeah, no,
lot.
he went
There was
crazy
some- yeah,
because
there's some-
it
And I
was
think
a
his name was
musical
mentioned like
project.
maybe twice in that album somewhere.
Oh yeah, he
But
even had
you could
bars
feel
that
it,
was
though.
clearly like
You could feel it.
dedicated to Ye. Like
Yeah.
it was obvious bars in there.
It just
But,
like
yo,
Rich said, my bad. He felt happy. It felt like it was
This is
I'm
what he
back to
wanted to
really
do.
just doing this stuff that
Yeah.
I wanted to do, and it's resonating with people, which is good. When you see it resonating with the people,
Yeah.
You know what I
That's-
mean, it felt like a free album. He felt free to me personally,
Yeah.
which is dope. As an artist, that's what you want. You want your artist not to feel like I got to do this,
Yeah.
to try to make sure I
Yeah.
get this. You
I
want
think it's
them to
just
go-
going back to being art as a
Yeah.
project now
Yeah.
with music, like as opposed to just being like one sound through the whole thing.
But that's
Like-
Top Dog in them. Though. Like they on that wave.
They do
as
get
far
their
as
artists,
making they
though.
are that
Yeah.
freedom to reign, and they take forever to make something.
Yeah.
They give them that.
And I want to give a shout out to a song on there that I think is going to be a deep cut, but that joint was fire, yo. It's that joint. What was it called? It had like another ultra West Coast sounding guy. Yeah, Movie. What's his name? AZ Cheeky?
Yeah, that's tough.
I
Bro,
already knew.
when I heard that, I was like,
I
oh,
knew-
this is ultra sturdy right
As soon
here.
as I heard it, I thought of Mike, girl,
Yo.
ASAP. As soon as I heard
I
it,
you know
forgot.
what's
I was in the
funny?
shower
It was hard,
like,
yo.
yo,
What's-
this is
it was hard.
yo,
What's
let's
funny
get it.
to kind of bring back to what you said, even though we're not doing that comparison, my lady thought that was Vince Staples. She didn't know as far as like who was rapping in on that.
Because
So,
like, yo,
you can hear it.
That's what I wanted
that's
to
the
say.
LA
Like to not
side
take
that
a credit
region
away
was
from
on.
him. I feel like if it ain't nothing weird, like as far as politics wise, if they came together like and started. Or even like Earl on some of them beats that's like a classic jazz beat, the dude Mike that you be rocking with, I'm like, yo, they could really bring back a whole wave of.
They would have definitely worked on
They would have worked on the album. For sure.
They would have
I will
definitely
say
worked
for,
on it.
Yeah,
for
you gotta
sure,
be
they would have
nice.
worked on the album.
Yeah, man.
To me, I felt like he has one of the, just off my top of my head, like I was just happy to listen to a complete body of work from a hip hop artist.
Yes.
Like we've had a few people recently, but like this year, for this to be still just basically start off the year, that's how we starting out the year.
I like
Hopefully-
that. I appreciate that.
Because he definitely got, I don't want to spill it yet, but he definitely got a song that's going to be in my top 5. I know it's not coming out the top 5. But you know we do the midway joint. I know it's not leaving the
From
top
this
5.
from this joint,
From this album, yeah. It's
I
definitely,
think I got one too. At
yeah,
least.
it's not leaving. Because it was just real, yo. Like, and then
No, it was fire.
Yeah, I mean, it's
fire.
I say Blue Slides. I just highly.
I
doubt
told
that's
you,
not
like,
gonna,
bro,
that's not going to slide.
But but you
too
saw
good,
when I had only listened to it once all the way through because I did my workout and then I think you sent the text in the group chat about it, and the first thing I said was Blue Slides and Pig Feet are crazy, bro. Because like that was like songs mid workout. You like, yo, I gotta run that back, yo, like. And it wasn't even a hype song. I'm just like, he's just
Blue
going
Slides,
crazy right
Blue
now.
Slides, you can bump even though it's slow.
Yeah.
Like driving down because I did it on the cool, and you could be in the crib just sipping, just chilling, relaxing, yo.
I did it too. Because I did my car test with this one.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
even
that's the
listen.
first one I did it.
Early. I was like, I'm gonna car test this one. I didn't even listen to it. I didn't get to it till about 11 o'clock in the afternoon or something.
I was the
like
whole
that.
next day.
Yeah.
Is this
mid-next
safe
day.
to say this is? And I hate to compare artists, but like his Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper, like I completed therapy, yo, and I'm just a mature.
It kind of
adult
felt like
now.
that because
he was mad mature in there, bro. Like
There
everything
was
he
one
was
song
talking
he
about was
kinda-
mad real,
He
yo.
was kind of talking about social issues too.
Yeah.
And that song was hard.
I'm like, bro, he going
I can't
crazy
remember-
He
I
already
gotta
talk
go.
about everything from his family to him, the guys that's crashing out. It's all sorts of stuff that's in this. It's littered in this.
Really,
whole
really
joint.
good.
He's had a lot going on. And he's been golfing and trying to relax.
You
and
can
just
hear he
get
happy
away
with his
from
life
all
now.
that.
There was one point. I think it was the Cootie song where he talking about
might
that.
have
My
been.
kids is good. Like
think
they
so,
up in the hills. It's
No,
just
he
stuff
talk-
all
he
over
talk
the
about
house.
it a
I
lot.
don't know
He
what to
talk
do.
about it a lot
I
in
can't
there.
believe I see this mountain. It's like it's wild, yo.
It feels good too.
It feels good to see him being good. I think for me, because of we know how wild he was back in the day, as far as like
Came a
even
long
just how
way
he
from
looked.
Netflix on your couch.
Yeah, man. When he used to look, bro.
Netflix on your couch.
Schoolboy looked
What
like
this
he
popcorn
had
about?
everything, you know, but when I seen him a few years ago golfing, I was like, oh man, he really did change up. Like he looks healthy now.
Eventually, I love to see when people see, like, because a lot of our people are like this, and in general, it's just as a community, because this is the things we taught. So much out there, yo. So many things to, like, get into, like, yo, as an adult, when you just stop caring about what people think.
Yeah.
You might sit around and start playing tennis when you're 35 and be really nice, or golfing, or whatever, driving go-karts, whatever. I went and did my workout at my little spot. And yo, they had dudes out there, grown men, yo, with these big, huge remote control airplanes. I'm like, what? I'm like, what is that noise? Yeah. Like these is like
Flying
the
them,
big, and they gotta land them like an actual plane. I'm like, yo, that's dope as I don't know what. Like,
Gotta find hobbies and stuff.
do whatever you want, yo.
Keep you going.
Yeah, it'll just ease your mind too. Yo. Like sometimes, like people like I don't have enough time. It's like, yo, you got enough time. Even if you're a very busy person, you just gotta say, yo, I'm gonna carve this time out because honestly, it'll balance out like my mental. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
if I don't do this, I'm just feel like I'm literally grinding.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
grinding. Everybody got to grind to an extent, but if you're always grinding, you're gonna grind yourself to the ground. Like literally, it's called grinding. So it's like,
And we the only people that glamorize overly working. Like, bro, you should have a balance, like you said. Like,
I won't say
yo.
that necessarily.
Well, not
I won't say that.
necessarily. But like, you know, we be thinking it's a badge of honor. Like,
Well, we got to.
like, bro.
Well, part of it is we got to.
It is a
You got to
badge, I
work
guess,
twice as
but-
hard, so to speak. So
Yeah.
I mean, once you able to finally start establishing something or building soming.
That's when you gotta start finding your stuff.
Yeah.
Once you get a foundation set for whatever your comfort level is, because it's different from regions. Wherever you at in the state might feel more comfortable at a certain range of money. But once you find that range, that's when you gotta start exploring and finding what you love.
for sure,
Things you may love.
for sure.
You never know.
And we got.
That's
we
how
gotta
we
give
did
a-
this. This podcast don't do.
Oh, yeah.
about that.
Facts.
Man, every week, this is once a week, man. This just be fun.
Yeah, it's great.
Like, it really
I be
is
looking
fun.
forward to it. I ain't gonna lie, I was low key kind of sad. I'm like, because y'all like the only like my guys. Like, yo, I don't really tap in with folks like that too often. Like, that's like just homeboys and stuff. Like, y'all, we chop it up, and I swear, no one made me know this is gonna be different. And I hate to keep tooting our own horn, but like, I feel like anytime I have a conversation, and this is my brother, my man since 6th grade. Anytime I have a conversation with y'all, I'm like, this could be a topic on an episode, or sometimes Patreon. You feel me?
Yeah,
Depending on what we
sometimes.
talking about.
some stuff
And like,
really
yo,
good
but
time.
it's
Yeah.
still like, yo, this is just good conversation with my guys. Like,
Because last week I was like, because I'm doing some other stuff. When this episode comes out, they'll see. But I was like, man, this, that, and the third. I knew it was a lot of stuff. I think Valentine's Day week was before that, so I was a little backed up, and I was so I just felt like I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
But when that Cam Newton thing happened, yo, I kind of was like, I wanted somebody to say, nah, we good, let's come back, because I was like, I didn't even want to text. I was like, let's just see, because that almost made me want to come in, yo. I was like, yo, because it had just happened. Like I just talked to Mike. Like I think later that night or something, early the next, something like that happened. I was like, oh,
I woke
man,
up to it.
yo.
I didn't even see it.
the
I
young
woke up
dudes
to
is
see
so
it.
disrespectful though. Like, bro,
That wasn't no kids.
Oh, that wasn't.
That was
man.
2 grown men.
That's why people was laughing.
That's
'cause
what
he was-
makes it even wilder. Like when you look back at the video, how he was handling them like children, bro.
First off, though, like, yo, first off,
He had one dude in the headlock
But
and
you
another
gotta
dude
think-
by the locks.
you
yo.
gotta think when Cam Newton was like super Cam Newton, Ultra Instinct level. They used to compare him to Superman.
Damn, he's
Yeah.
6'5",
He's like 6'5",
260.
6'6", yeah, like bro, built like LeBron James, yo.
Yeah, he's
like,
like-
yo,
he's
he
still in
can
his
throw
You
thirties.
gotta
you.
hit him with something.
No, he's still in his 30s.
You
yo.
gotta hit
Like,
him with an item.
You think he's
You
not
can't
gonna
just-
be strong?
he's still a prime level athlete. But
Yeah.
don't
No.
play in the NFL, yo.
Exactly.
Like,
He
Yo,
stays in shape.
what
What
if-
if,
what if-
look like
what
he
if-
got out of shape.
I'm glad he didn't, but what if he would have just like did like a wild wrestling move on one of them, like a tombstone outside in the
I
grass?
know an old head that was like, because of certain disrespect levels, he was like, I ain't gonna lie, I wish Cam would have hurt one of them.
Yeah.
dudes, yo. Like, to let y'all know, like, this ain't a normal human being,
Yeah.
like physically, like, y'all gotta
People
chill
forget
out.
size.
And especially if he coming there to help out, like, I don't care what may have be said, yo, you gotta kind of.
Get the chatting on the internet, and then you forget about your stature.
Yeah.
They was 5'7" at max, 5'10", both of them.
And know what we gotta do, and this is just in general for anybody that's a hater, yo. Like, stop thinking somebody else's success has anything to do with your life at all. Like, yo, why would you, like, I hate haters, bro. Like, why would you, Cam Newton came here, he did not have to come here. Like, yo, why are you that much of a hater, bro? We need to start analyzing people like that.
Because they got a little more in detail with it. Of course, we found out some more information because they did interviews. The guys that got
He
thrown
probably
around.
said something slick to him, he probably checked
They
him.
was both going back and forth, and it just got a little heated,
Regardless.
emotional.
But that's what I was
He
alluding
played
to.
in the league.
But this is what I'm alluding to. It don't matter kind of what he say. Of course, you know, sometimes you got to walk away.
Yeah.
Like, he's coming and helping out for the greater good. Sometimes you got to, an event like that, you don't let nobody just do anything. Like, if Cam walked up to you and approached, yo, you got to do what you got to do as a man. But, like, if it get a little heated, you got to be like, listen, it's for the kids, man. Let me just kind of step back. You
Yeah,
feel
that-
me?
that didn't happen.
Don't let me be, it's not about me, yo. He here. I don't got to like what he got to say, but he's blessing everybody. Everybody here, the kids are first.
and
Like-
Cam addressed it too, which was cool to see.
And I like, he took accountability
And he took
regardless of
accountability
whatever
for it.
happened, yo.
Didn't really throw anybody under the bus. Didn't
Mm-hmm.
really threw too many like sub shots or jokes or anything. But it was clear to see he could have hurt both of them, like really bad. And he said that he was like,
'Cause
luckily
honestly, he
I
was trying to-
didn't, because I could have got locked up or I could have got thrown away or something like that. I don't know.
Honestly, it looked like he was trying to fend them off a little.
Yeah, he was just
'Cause
holding them off.
He could have got the one dude.
What's
that
his
was
name?
lying.
Detroit Dust?
Yo, there was
He
one
been
joint
training, yo.
where he
just being
coulda-
ultra strong with the
he could have
Detroit
threw
Dust.
them over the rail, over onto the field somewhere. That it was kind of high up there. Like it could have got nasty when they got him backed up on that wall. Like if he really wanted to,
Yeah,
I think he could
especially
kill
if
one.
you feel like you in danger.
Yeah.
Come on, yo.
So I'm happy it didn't, and like you said, that did almost draw me into the pod, bro. We almost had to come in for that one because you don't see that all the time. Not from a
it had
world
just
quarterback
happened.
like
It was a
I
light
feel
week
like
of
though,
topics,
I
too.
feel like
was
yo, I know because I remember going to like summer camps and stuff like that, or like football events and stuff like that. I'm like 98% sure, and this is all alleged. this was a hater, because Cam Newton would not be worried about
There
you.
was some
yo.
there was some hate involved.
Cam Newton would not be worried about you, yo.
Like,
He
people
probably
were
don't even
saying-
know you.
Honestly, like, it was said like this wouldn't. I don't care if they was talking trash or not. This wouldn't happen to Tom Brady.
Yeah.
This wouldn't happen to
Yeah.
Peyton Manning.
Yeah,
Hey,
nobody,
They wouldn't.
yeah.
They would come on. Stop.
ain't nobody taking time.
Nobody would ever
one
do
of,
that.
One of the guys
stop,
was like, yeah,
yo.
back in 9th grade, you wasn't messing with me.
Yeah.
Like, but I went to the league, bro.
Yeah, this is one of the funniest
Come on,
things
dog.
about it that made it even worse. This is how you could tell right after yo was thinking it was gonna be one way on the internet, but it was the other way. Cause he was like, yeah, y'all can see the video, you know what I mean? See, he should have waited until he seen how the internet was reacting before he started talking. He was like, yeah, I approached him this, that, and the third. He was like, that non-throwing Atlanta, it was hating comments. That non-throwing Atlanta
I told
hero.
you, I should
That
be a
was
detective.
hating,
I
yo.
know a hater from
Non-throwing
20,000
Atlanta
miles
hero.
away.
He was
yo.
mad. They was mad.
You just mad because Atlanta looked up to him,
Yeah.
and you mad. Like, first of all, bro, he's an MVP. Went to this, like, what do you, well decorated. Stop,
Yeah.
yo. Stop. yo.
Just Cam Newton, bro. 6'5",
But then
bro.
after, it was like, everybody was cooking, like, y'all was getting thrown around, and that's when he wasn't, it was like, man, you could tell he probably was like,
in
I
the
should have showed
beginning,
my face.
I
to
thought
this
they
at
was
first.
kids. I didn't even know they was grown
I
men.
did say kids. I thought it was children,
It's
but
insane.
But it's like at the end of the day, yo, this is a pro athlete, bro. Like he gonna be stronger than you into his 50s, bro. Like, come on, yo. Like this is Cam Newton. Like, bro, that was outside of Andrew Luck, that might be the most unprotected, could have been great quarterback
they
in
used to kill
NFL
Cam.
history outside of Andrew Luck.
He was still taking
used to kill
jacked up
Cam.
hits,
Yeah.
like late 90s hits.
Bro,
like,
they were
like-
giving him like helmet to helmet hits like every time he went
and he
toward
would
the
get up and be
sideline.
like this.
Yeah.
Like, yo.
That was Tom Flags would have flew from the stadium.
They would have threw people
Top of the
out the
stadium.
game.
Nah,
Yeah,
first
Jags
off,
would've been throwing-
first off, at that point, Tom Brady was already at Kobe level, so he would have complained. As
Yeah.
soon as somebody hit me, he would have threw his helmet off, all
Jordan,
type of stuff,
Or his Michael Jordan.
or
like,
sat
looking
on
at
the
ref.
floor and just had a temper tantrum. You know how LeBron be having his tantrums, and shout out to LeBron for breaking that major milestone. But like, you can have LeBron tantrums when you that great, yo.
Yeah, the Patrick Mahomes joints now. Like,
Yeah, Pat Mahomes be complaining.
shoot, what's the name? Kelsey bumping coaches and everything. You can do all that when you winning, yo. When
Yo,
you winning, you can get away with it.
Kelsey
Like,
really
everything,
like
yo.
snatched up one of his coaches. I'm like, yo, if that would have been somebody else, that was a little crazy.
That wasn't one of his coaches. That was
the
his
coach.
head coach.
That's crazy.
he
It's
bumped
Andy
into
Reid.
Andy
Man said,
Reid.
throw me the ball. Throw me the ball. I was like, yo, it's crazy.
It was like, it looked like he was
Yo,
on
jacked up off of.
Rush.
Allegedly. Allegedly, he was
boy.
on his any given Sunday.
Y'all boy, are we gonna do a boxing joint? Or can we
Want
do
to
like
after?
just a quick little talk?
Now you do a quick-
Yeah,
about this
yeah,
real
just
quick?
we might as well just quick.
Just to cover what just happened as far as between Haney and Garcia, man.
Oh man, it's getting nasty with the internet.
Why is his dad on his Don Imus? Yo, you cannot call somebody nappy head. The nappy head?
I didn't know he said that. This
He
must be
said it
live
at the
local
conference. You didn't see that video?
Yeah.
I think Zay sent it. Didn't you
But-
send the video?
I don't think I sent that. Maybe.
I saw it
know.
from somewhere, but the conference was crazy.
I hate to say
It's
it
weird.
though. I hate to say
He
it.
has to
though.
put
Modern
him
day
down.
weird.
Yeah.
He got to put him
Stuff.
down now. He's got to end him.
But I hate to say it like the Zay, you've always set it off a pod. Like, and I hope this don't affect any of our boxing break fans, but like boxing is historically kind of racial.
It's wild
bro.
racist.
Like, yo, you remember that one Teofimo Lopez joint, like with him and his pops? I was like, wait, they're saying this right now? On like one of the like the
2023 or
pre-fight
something like that.
joints,
Yeah,
like yo, some
2022,
crazy
yo.
stuff.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like they just, give more credit to black fighters instead of. I'm like, yo, he beat you up, bro. Like, he lost, dog. Like,
But I will say, yo, I got to give credit where credit is due, yo. Ryan Garcia with these Diddy, like, comparing.
Nah, the
like,
Diddy joint.
Some of these is funny.
the worst
bro.
week ever for
Some of
Devin
these
Haney.
are funny,
Sorry,
bro.
yo. I'm sorry.
Yo, he
gotta
was,
give
he was
credit,
at the
man.
gym with the shirt on, yo.
Yo
gotta
came
give
out
him
to the puff joint.
Yo, coming out to what was it? The classic joint. Yo.
No, but
Every
you know they been
day.
shooting shots at each other hard because like yo,
Every move you
did you see when
make,
Devin Haney
bro.
responded to Ryan Garcia and it was like a picture of him like jumping in his
Into
coach's
his trainer's
arms
hands?
and it's like
Yo,
And
this is
he was screaming. It looked crazy. That's all I'm saying.
I've never embraced even my father like
I've
that
never
yo after a
embraced
sporting
anybody
event
like that.
yo
It's
like
wild.
that's crazy
The
yo.
still frame is nuts, yo. Like, yo, that was
Like what was happening yo did he catch you?
It's been fun to watch, man. This has been fun to watch.
Oscar Rush De La Hoya.
Ooh, and that's why I brought it up, yo, because we was talking about Rush.
Yeah.
My man was parachuting.
Yo, with the parachute,
Yo,
bro, is
you know what
nuts.
I don't ever want to be to with if these two are there. Him and Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh
They give off
my
the same
God.
energy. Yo.
They may clash.
But like,
Yeah,
I think
it may be a
yeah,
rush
yeah,
clash.
I think Zay called it out. Like he might be on a spiral right now because like yo, he definitely posted something like with Fight Night or like allegedly on his Twitter. He posted something like alluding to like something great's gonna happen soon. Like, and I'm like,
We just gotta wait.
what if they had an Oscar De La Hoya boxing come out, yo?
Not getting that?
I would actually if I need a boxing game that
If the
bad
game
at
is
this
tough,
point.
if
If the dynamics and emotions
just
are
need
like
a
Fight
game,
Night,
bro.
yo,
I
we
just
want
need a
it.
game,
I
bro.
buy
I
it,
really
yo.
want to punch on somebody on
it's
the game,
really
bro.
been
It's been a long time, man.
almost 15. It's like 13 years. That is
Yeah.
out of pocket. Yo. It's
Way out of
unnecessary.
pocket.
The gaming though, right now, Helldivers 2, my boy got us on that. My boy Mike got me on the
Shout out Mike.
Helldivers 2. You fighting against the Cybertrons and the Terminids. The Terminid, it's like Starship Troopers, bro. It's really like Starship Troopers.
I like stuff like that.
You gotta play that game. That game is amazing. It's
I
only
told
on the
you.
PC and PS5 right now, but if you got that joint, yo, let me know if you out there trying to liberate for democracy. I need to know because I'm trying to do the same thing with y'all. Yo.
No, that's hard.
It's really
man.
indoctrinating people into trying to be like fighting for democracy is what they worded as. But you know, we fighting for Super
Yeah.
Earth. We trying to win.
Nah, I like games like that because I told you it was a game like similar to that, a little bit off, but it was called Destiny like years ago on Xbox and PlayStation, and you could like go out and then like you with a team and you gotta like complete these missions and
I'm on there
it's
tonight.
different hordes and stuff that you gotta ward off and all this stuff. So it's tough sauce, bro. I like stuff like that. And low key, everything stemmed from the Call of Duty zombies. So
Yeah.
like I respect that.
There's the
I
same
respect
kind of
those
feel.
type of games.
Yeah, but that's all I had.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
always.
one thing.
Oh yeah, my
one
bad.
last thing, because I want to make sure we don't leave without giving the respect. And it's dope to see that they gave him his own joint. But Mark Jackson,
Oh yeah,
come talk to me.
With his
/
son.
It is what it
Yeah.
is, as you may know, Paige. Because I was thinking he was going to be like a reoccurring guest, kind of like how everybody else is. But they actually gave him his own podcast. and
He
that's
deserved
very
that.
Yeah, he does. And it's with his son. Man, it almost brought a tear to my eye the first episode.
First
Like,
few
Mark
minutes.
Jackson.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I gotta watch that.
First
I
few
didn't see
minutes
that
in.
yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's real good, man.
First few
It's
minutes.
real
They got
good.
2 episodes.
That's
out.
Yes,
today's
I see.
mission.
Yep.
In
He got
Yeah.
one with Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah,
as the
you know
second.
that was gonna happen fast. Yeah,
Yeah, of course. You had to give him the love. And they
I
was
saw
going
a
in
clip
early.
from that. I saw a clip from that. I didn't know that was his show, but I
It's
did
feel
see
good.
that on
It
Twitter.
feels good to watch that, especially if you somebody who admires like your pops and stuff like that, or some kind of like father figure that you admire. Just watching those two interact with each other is kind of interesting.
What was dope was like he was like, "This is my son," but more so than him being my son, he's got his own. He was giving all his son's accolades, bigging him up, just to so it ain't my Jackson's son. But his son came right back after that and was like, "Listen, man, I appreciate it, but I don't want to downplay. I'm your son.
Yeah.
You're Mark Jackson."
I like
You know what
stuff
I
like
mean?
that.
So
You know,
it was-
stuff like that be getting me
It's
emotional.
good, yo. Yeah,
But it was like,
when
"You
we
about to
did-
make me cry in the
Yeah.
first like minute of
Nah,
the thing." He
dog,
was
when
like-
we did the Batman episode, and I was glad it messed up because yo, my dad said something, yo, and he was like, yo, I'm really proud of y'all, man. Like I was about to start crying on the episode, like, bro, that's just I'm thankful for that, man.
Yeah, it was
I'm thankful for that, and that's dope to see on a platform of that level. So that's very cool.
Salute to Cam and Mason for that.
Yeah, definitely.
And we always gotta say rest in peace to Big Reese, episode 300, Coach Class
300.
Pod.